Hey guys, welcome back. The title of this video is going to be Perseverance is critical for success in building wealth. Perseverance is critical. So I've got a question for you guys. Have you ever gone through a very difficult time or a challenging project where it took you a lot of time and a lot of perseverance? All right, have you guys ever done that? Let me know in the comments below if you have. Well, one of the benefits to perseverance that I think a lot of people overlook is that when you persevere through something, you come out the other side stronger. You really do. You come out the other side stronger and healthier from doing so, right? Not only do you come out healthier mentally up here, but even sometimes you come out financially better, right? You come out better off if you persevere through a tough, difficult situation. So let's talk about that, guys. Let's talk about where perseverance applies to the three parts of my channel: finance, career, and family. Okay, let's start with finance first, right? I talk about that a lot. You know, it's an important part to building wealth. So let's talk about perseverance in investing, guys. Perseverance in investing is super critical, okay? You all hear about the stock market and that the way to make money is going long, all right? Going long and strong. And that is all about perseverance, guys. You have to be able to psychologically muddle through the markets, all right? And the media. All that stuff will interfere with your investment, and you have to persevere through that noise, all right? I'll give you an example. I'm going through it even right now with Tesla. I've done it for 6 years straight. I've been persevering through all the noise and all the garbage that, you know, the whole world has around that company. It's the most controversial stock you'll ever invest in, okay? If you ever do invest in it, be ready to persevere through that stock, all right? But it's paid off. It's paid off dividends for persevering through that noise, all right? And even today, it's a very hot topic politically with Elon Musk and all that. You know, I'm not gonna get into him. I don't agree with half the stuff he says, but I gotta persevere through that because I have a belief in that instrument and in that company, all right? I have a belief, so I'm persevering through that. I've got another example, Palantir. I invested in that company about 4 years ago at like 25 a share, and it went all the way down to $6 a share, guys. I had to persevere through that pain of holding the bag. If you've ever heard of that, when you're holding the bag, you're taking a loss, right? You got to hold through that and persevere because you know something about that company. And you know what, guys? It paid off. It paid off dividends, both financially and mentally up here. I'm stronger because I've been able to persevere through all that pain, all right? So that's what the financial markets and investing, you gotta be able to persevere, all right? Now, when it comes to spending and budgets, that's just as hard. You know, it's just as hard to not want to go out and spend your money on vacations or on new cars, new toys, boats, whatever it is. You know, you see people in your life, they're going out and they're getting the best, coolest things, but you got to persevere. You got to persevere through that and make the right financial decisions. You know, maybe for you, it could be, hey, I want that car, but I got to save up cash for it, right? I don't want to finance it. You got to persevere and save up the cash to get the job done, all right? That's going to benefit you both mentally and financially. You're not going to pay interest on that loan, okay? You know, same thing with budgets, guys. Budgets are hard to stick to. They really are. We've got so much temptation out there with, you know, advertisements on social media, TV, billboards, all that jazz. It's going to be hard to budget and stick to it, all right? But you can do it. You can persevere. And when you do it for a long period of time, man, you feel good about yourself, to be honest. You really do. So that has to do with your finances, guys. Finances are super important. You know that, all right? Let's talk about your career next. Your career, you know, is going to affect your finances, obviously, but you want to be able to grow your career and get promotions and learn new things. And that has a lot to do with persistence, guys. Okay, I'm a software engineer. Okay, this trade is very persistence heavy. Okay, there are a lot of technical problems, and pretty much most of the time you have to persevere through them. You have to push through, you know, the difficult times with software. All right, and it applies to probably almost every career. You're going to have a challenge. You're going to have a PowerPoint presentation you got to submit to your boss. And guess what? You got to persevere. You got to articulate what you want to sell them on. You have to put in the details, the extra little things that make that presentation that much better. It applies to everything you're doing. Maybe you're building a house or you're building a business, and you got to persevere. All right, I'll give you 2 examples in my life where I had to do it. When I did my startup, I wrote software for my startup, and I spent 2 years of perseverance where I saw no income from that software. It took me 2 years before I didn't even see it. My company saw the income. After 2 years, we finally sold the product. So that was a lot of perseverance. I was up till 3 in the morning almost every day. All right. And then this YouTube channel, guys, this is kind of part of my career. I've been growing and growing and working hard and persevering. I've been at this for 5 months. I've got 112 videos, and I'm still not monetized, but I'm gonna keep going. I gotta keep the perseverance going because I feel like mentally it's gonna make me stronger, for one, and financially, who knows? Maybe it'll work out and I'll see something out of that, okay? I've got some failures too. I've got an actual social media platform that's still live today. I have 0 customers on it. 0 customers because I lost a little bit of conviction on that product, okay? I lost conviction and I lost perseverance, all right? And it didn't help me mentally. I'm still struggling with it. I think I'm still gonna kind of resurrect maybe the marketing side of it. If you guys do want to know, it's called soulmomentsclub.com. It's really about, you know, social media without advertisements. And I'm trying to do like a paid version of social media for like $4.99 to where you can just post. There's no sharing, none of that stuff. You know, I'm going to try to resurrect it. I've got a YouTube channel on it. So now that I'm comfortable with YouTube, I'm going to try to, you know, push that channel going forward. But anyway, but that's a little bit of a failure. You know, I haven't persevered on that, and it weighs on me stress-wise and, you know, mentally. I just haven't gotten over that hump of persevering for that business, okay? So that's career-wise. You really want to, you know, try to persevere and push through your technical challenges and your problems, okay? That'll help you a ton in your career. It'll get you promotions, no doubt. If you can persevere through hard things, it will. It'll pay dividends, okay? And then the third thing, guys, is your family. Your family, man, this is the hardest one, honestly, to persevere, all right? Because these last forever. They last forever, okay? And let's talk about them, all right? Let's talk about your spouse. You know, you're gonna change over time. It's gonna be a long process. And if you get married, even if you're not married, it doesn't matter. You want to stick with your person, right? You got to persevere through the ups and the downs. You really do. You got to talk, you got to have communication and persevere and come out the other side stronger, guys. That's what it's all about when it comes to relationships, all right? Now, I know, you know, a lot of people are struggling with relationships. I see it on YouTube. But that's what it's going to take. And it's going to take it from the 2 of you. The 2 of you have to persevere through the differences because you love each other. All right. At some point, you met someone and you fell in love. And maybe, you know, there's going to be rocky times up and down. And you got to persevere through them. And you'll be stronger on the other side. All right. Let's talk about another thing with your family, your children. Okay. Now, I know not everyone has children. Okay. But if you do plan on having children, this is part of it. You have to persevere every day with children. Every day, all right? They need so much guidance every single day. I think they say it takes like 2,500 times for you to tell your kid something before they actually learn it. You know, hey, make it 2,501, honestly. Okay, every day you have to persevere and you have to look way beyond where they're at, all right? So perseverance is critical with children, and that's a lifetime, guys. It's a lifetime because, you know, children may not understand things even up until their 30s, all right? Everyone has different growth rates, different maturity rates. You got to persevere and keep on them, all right? Because again, I've talked about generational wealth. That's part of it. You have to persevere and get through all the drama you're going to have with your children, okay? You know, hey, even your parents, you're going to have to persevere through that and, you know, take care of them. It's going to be hard. You're going to have differences with your parents, no doubt. Not everyone's on the same page these days, especially politically where things go. You know, the older you get, typically more people get conservative. And so you might be younger and you're probably more on the liberal side, right? Maybe not, who knows? It could be the total opposite, who knows? But you know, you got to persevere through that and look beyond those differences, okay? Because at some point, you were raised by them. You were a family at one point, all right? And come back to that. Come back and persevere through that, and you can feel good about your life at the end of the day, okay? Same thing goes if you are the parents, you know. You're going to have to persevere through how your kids are going to change. They're going to change, guys, all right? And if you can do that, you're gonna be better off mentally and probably financially too, okay? There's some other ways too that you might need to persevere through hardships when it comes to your family's health. You know, there's gonna be times in your life where health can become an issue. You know, you hear this with people with cancer. I know people who've been going through this right now today. And they are persevering. They are working through that because they want to be stronger on the other end, okay? And their families will be stronger from that, right? You have to push through those hard times, you know, and if it's not cancer, it's something else. Maybe your kid's sick, maybe your spouse is sick, whatever that is. It's going to take all your energy and your effort to get through those times with your family when you have medical issues. Be prepared for that. Be prepared mentally up here for those times because they're going to happen. They happen to all of us, unfortunately, right? So we got to get through those times together. And you know what? Hey, if you're in the community, help your community out. Help your coworkers out too if they're going through that. I'm going through it right now, all right? So that's a big part of persevering through those times, all right? So, I don't know, man, it's a beautiful day, and I figured I'd talk about this topic. It's important, and it's a positive content, you know. I know sometimes my content can go a little bit raw and a little bit negative sometimes, but I want to keep coming back to these concepts I'm talking about for wealth building. Okay, guys? So, hopefully this tip helps. Stay pushing it out there. You know, you'll get through whatever it is you got to get through. And if you guys could, take a look at my previous video. Let me know in the comments below if you persevered through some hardships. And yeah, you guys have a great day. Thanks. Bye.